off and get better. All I ever wanted was to get paid. I was at the Walmart.
What's down with y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Shout out to everybody that's been showing love to this series. Much love to y'all. Today I'm going to be discussing the second episode of House of the Dragon, Season 1. Now off the rip, we see torture in the beginning of the episode. I'm talking about crabs shredding this man alive. For y'all women that be weird with animals, I advise you to skip this part of the episode. Them folks look like they laid out 4,000 crabs on the beach. Later on, we'll figure out who has access to that many crabs. We get a scene cut, we're back to a regular day at the castle. My dog Sea Snake storms into the king's meeting with a missing ship report. Now, bro is known for being undefeated in the waters, man. We can all assume he was ready to risk it all. As bro's doing his polite rant, he sees no one take action. And you know what them folks did? They looked at him like he was crazy, man. Matter of fact, they handed the king talking about a seat at the king table doesn't make you his equal. Now, as you're watching this episode, you'll start to see King Viserys is a pawn. He truly relies on the inner circle table. Alternating scene shows Rhaenyra listening in to the conversation. Although Rhaenyra didn't have a spot at the table, she still had to attend the meetings. Now, this was a scene I found out Rhaenyra was different. Rhaenyra was the only person in the room who wanted to fight back. She interrupted and said, "Dad, we have dragons. Let's go fire some up." Now, in the last episode, we see them Targaryens have no problem burning stuff. If they can burn dead loved ones, they'll definitely burn anything for sure. Guess what the response was from the table? Nothing. Then the king sent her off to go look at men to marry. Scene cuts and we get a nice history lesson of old Valyria. Camera zooms out and it's Alicent in the king's chambers. After Viserys is done talking about nothing, he finally asks her if she exposes their talks. This was the true sign of a side-piece relationship. Man, that broke my heart the first time I saw this shit, bro. Excuse my language. We get a scene cut, we see Rhaenyra and Alicent kneeling in front of candles. Now, I know I call Alicent a little girl, but realistically, we're the same age. She one of them little yeah-yeahs. Now, let's get back to it. You can see both of them sharing their pain. Now, Alicent lost her mother when she was younger, so she was in a similar situation to Rhaenyra. At the same time, Rhaenyra felt like she couldn't communicate with her father. There was definitely a temporary division between her and the king. Now, bro, let's get to the most important event in this episode. Scene shifts over, we get a nice view of the land/waters, and then we hear Viserys' voice. I see my dog, the Sea Snake. I'm like, okay, word. Shout out to my dog. What he finna say? Lord Corlys apologized for this tone at the meeting, and then proceeds to tell the king what to do. Now, that shit was hilarious to me, fool. Excuse my language. Standing next to his wife, Rhaenyra, they both talk about the king's reign. Like I said in the first episode, King Viserys was a peaceful king and only cared about history. The Sea Snake and his wife both present what they feared was coming next. They assumed the realm would think the king was goofy for not having a male heir. Man, the Sea Snake presented him his daughter, bro, and said it's just best for us to join our houses. Now, bro, I know y'all seen them silver-haired children at the arena match. It was two red-skinned children sitting in front of Rhaenyra and the Sea Snake. Now, bro, this is the era moment on the Sea Snake. You know that daughter's too young to be marrying off, bro. So let's get back to the scene. Viserys acted like it's too fresh to move on. No, he got that girl in the room. We get this awkward dinner scene between Rhaenyra and the king. Rhaenyra attempts to justify what happened in the meeting earlier. Once again, another king's error. He said, "You're too young, you're just a child." But like I said earlier, she was the only one who wanted to fight with the Sea Snake. Short scene here, but we can see Rhaenyra's going through it. Now after this scene, we get a flesh wound thrown in our face. The king is just having all type of errors in these episodes. They got a maester next to him talking about, "We can save your finger if you put it in maggots." Now, me personally, when I first saw the series, I couldn't tell if it was an injury or an infection. The king spills this conversation to the hand about the Sea Snake convo. The hand was the wrong one to have this conversation with, due to the fact he sent his own daughter to go pleasure him. For us viewers, this unlocks the hidden agenda of the hand. His weird self trying his best to get his daughter as the next queen up. All of a sudden, we see the Sea Snake looking out on Viserys walking with his daughter. I'm thankful for the time jump they did in this show, bro, because I wasn't going to sit here and be watching little girls hook up with older niggas. Excuse my language. Let me calm down, bro. No, actually, bro, I'm going to wrap this video up here, bro. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I had to stop right here. My chest is burning me. But y'all stay blessed. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I got part 2 on the way. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day. Bet it up.